Hi YouTube! Remember to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what you are watching and listening to. Berserk of Gluttony Episode 9, Greed tells Fate, Babylon accepts those who are strong. If you are strong, you have a place here. It is a perfect place for Fate who kills monsters. Northern welcomes Roxy. He was unable to protect her father during the fight. Together, Roxy and Northern can protect Gallia, like her father tried to do. Fate walks around and Greed tells him to buy a scabbard for Greed. The man working at the shop comes out and inspects Fate's clothes. He knows from the clothes he dealt with some type of fire. This is correct. Greed loves how much awareness this man has to details. Fate asks how much for the scabbard. This is just a sample for looks. He can make one that fits the sword. The man can tell looking at Greed, this is an amazing sword. It is going to cost 500 gold coins for a scabbard. Fate has no interest in the price. He wants to focus on getting money to live first, before buying something. The group asks Fate if he wants to help them hunt monsters. They ask Fate if he is going to volunteer in the army. Fate tells them he has no interest in joining them. This group thinks Fate wants to solo fight because he is a former holy knight. There currently are no holy knights in Babylon. Fate and Greed learned during this interaction, Fate has to dress up for self-preservation. Fate walks around and they are at the border to Gallia. The area smells because of all the dead monsters lying around. Spores are in the air. Spores have low levels of poison. This whole area is unlivable. This is Gallia, uninhabitable. Fate sees an orcs group. He is going to attack when the group who asked Fate to join attacks the orcs. They're doing well attacking as a group. Fate joins the fight. He first uses Greed as a shield. The shield repels physical and magical attacks. Fate uses the shield to attack as well. Greed's shield form is amazing for both defense and offense. Fate took out 2 orc squads by himself. I have no idea what happened to the group. They just kind of disappeared. Fate brings the orcs' ears to a guild hall. Everyone is impressed. Fate wants cash, which, the way he says it, is as if this world also has credit. It is only cash. There's no credit cards here. We find out what happened to the group. They were fighting, however, Fate moved and killed a lot faster. They are not happy Fate killed all the orcs. They fight Fate, and Fate wins. Fate receives 100 gold coins for the orc ears. Oh, Roxy is here! Roxy and Fate finally are reunited. Roxy is upset he beat up adventurers. I want Fate to reveal himself. He sadly doesn't. He reveals what happened that led to this fight in the building. Roxy says Fate will not get in trouble for self-defense. She tells the group of men they will be spending 1 night in jail for their actions. I want Fate to take off his mask. I want him to reveal himself. This doesn't happen. This is killing me. Roxy says Fate doesn't have to take off his mask like Maria wants him to. Roxy asks his name and sadly instead of saying Fate, he says corpse. It looks like Roxy realizes this is corpse from her hometown in the capital, but she doesn't make the connection. Roxy tells Fate to dress appropriately because his clothes are all torn in odd places. Fate is embarrassed by this and leaves. Yugen points out corpse looks weak yet is a very skilled fighter. Fate and Greed talk about how good it is for Roxy not to know Fate is corpse. I disagree. I want Roxy to know it is Fate so they can fight together with no secrets and fall in love. The man at the craft shop spots Fate walking. He wants Fate to fight only wearing the clothes he has made. His name is Jade. He just opened his craftsman shop 3 months ago. Corpse is popular in the town by beating up the group. The gossip is spreading. If Corpse wears Jade's clothes, his business might be popular. At Jade's shop, they try to figure out what Corpse should wear. Corpse looks so nice in the new armor. Jade tells him it will be 80 gold coins total for everything. Good thing Fate just got 100 gold coins. Fate says he thought this was free advertisement for Jade. Jade says it can cost 40 gold coins now for the confusion. Fate goes to a bar to eat. At the bar, there is a woman server who the men cannot take their eyes off of. It is like they are all being charmed. The woman goes up to Corpse and calls him Fate. She has been waiting for him. She says she knows who he is because they are the same. She is a deadly sin skill owner. Her deadly sin skill is lust. Her name is Eris. Eris and Fate Fate go to an area in the bar to be alone. She tries to charm him on taking his mask off. She says sorry for using her lust skill. It just happens sometimes. If Eris doesn't have a sin weapon, then we have more characters to meet. There should all have a sin weapon with a sin skill. 7 is an odd number, and now because of Eris, it is even. Unless we meet a sin weapon without a sin skill, then it will mess up the even number we have remaining. Eris tells Fate she has been watching him ever since he was in the capital. Eris knows about Fate. She doesn't know Mine that well. Mine is first generation. What? Eris says she is second generation. Wait, this means sin weapons and sin skills haven't been around that long if there's only a first and second generation. Eris knows Mine and Fate defeated the monster together. She doesn't know who put the cocoon there. Eris tells Fate there are more cocoons out there waiting to be hatched into chimeras. Eris tells Fate she is a deadly sin skill owner and a guardian of the kingdom. As the guardian of the kingdom, she holds the kingdom's interest above anything. Fate asks, what does she mean by that? Her response is the name Roxy Hart. We scene change to Roxy. A stampede broke out in eastern Gallia. They're going to stop it. Eris tells Fate Roxy needs to die in Gallia. No! The hate phenomenon is when hate builds up after defeating monsters. Hate never goes away. As time moves on, this hate turns into a crowned beast. If Roxy dies, a holy knight who cares about people, a huge amount of hate from her death will swallow the existing hate, and this will give birth to a human with new powers. They will be able to support the kingdom in the future. Did this just describe how a hero is born? Fate is not happy Roxy has to die. He loves Roxy. He will not let her die. He is going to protect her. He will save her. With 3 episodes left, it will be Eris vs. Fate to determine if Roxy dies or lives. It is probably going to take all 3 episodes for an answer. I truly have no idea what way Berserk of Gluttony will go. They could kill Roxy to add a character arc for Fate. They can have Roxy live, so Fate has motivation to keep fighting. YouTube, do any of you have any guesses on what this anime will do? I want Roxy and Fate to be together, but I don't know if that's going to happen.